Hello, I am Nagendra Krishnapura from the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Madras. I will be the instructor for this course, Basic Electrical Circuits. What are electrical circuits? They are basically interconnections of electronic or electrical components, and every electrical and electronic gadgetry that you see around you forms an electrical circuit. So they are absolutely everywhere around us. Just to give you some examples, this shows a teardown of a mobile phone that I took from the internet. It has a large number of electrical circuits, some of which are marked on this figure. Similarly, if you take a laptop, it also is basically a bunch of circuits. And just to use a different domain, here I have shown transformers. Many of you would have seen this outside while traveling, or maybe outside buildings and so on. The one on the left side is a very large transformer. It's probably the size of a room. The one on the right side is also a transformer. It's only a few millimeters in each dimension. Both these are transformers, and the general principles are the same for the two of them. So what is this particular course all about? Here we discuss analysis techniques applicable to all circuits. So the goal is not to try and make circuits for a particular gadget, but to see how you can analyze circuits which consist of any kind of components. Once you are given the characteristics of the components and the interconnections of the circuit, you should be able to solve for the circuit. Okay. And it turns out that this is one of the most important courses for electrical and electronic streams in engineering, and this course turns out to be a prerequisite for networks and systems, electrical machines, analog circuits, and also it turns out for placements in companies that do electrical engineering, because typically these interviews start off with questions about basic circuits. Okay. So here is a quick rundown of the topics that we'll be going through in this course. First we will define electrical quantities and electrical elements. Then we will see how to systematically go about analyzing circuits. Then we will discuss some circuit theorems, which firstly are used to elucidate certain general properties of circuits, and also secondly sometimes they make circuit analysis very easy. If you recognize that it has a certain property, it obeys a certain theorem, it becomes very easy to solve for the circuit. Then we'll go take a look at 1 and 2 port networks, which are useful abstract representations of complex systems. Okay, for instance, if you have an amplifier, to one side you plug in a microphone, to other side a loudspeaker, that can be thought of as a 2-port network. Okay, the microphone being connected to one of the ports and the loudspeaker to the other port. And then we'll look at negative feedback, which is a very powerful way of realizing accurate circuits, and the op-amp, which is the most popular way of realizing negative feedback circuits. And finally we will look at circuits that contain energy storage elements such as inductors and capacitors. It turns out that these are considerably more complicated to analyze than circuits which have only resistors, but of course using differential equations they can be analyzed. We will see how to do that by taking a quick look at differential equations and their solutions, and how to calculate the total response of an RC or RL or RLC circuit. And also it turns out that in sinusoidal steady state it's quite easy to calculate the response of these circuits. We'll see how to do that as well. The course structures, it will be about 2 lecture hours per week, but of course this is a MOOC and the lectures will be organized into shorter segments with assessments after each segment. There will be weekly assignments, and I would expect the workload, in order to be able to learn this material really well, to be about 4 hours outside of watching the video lectures. Now what are the goals of this course? They are to learn circuit analysis and learn it very well, and the key to do that is to practice problem solving. Now here I am not referring to mindless practice of solving hundreds or thousands of the same kind of problem, but a very mindful way of solving problems where you solve a problem step by step and understand what you are doing at every step. Okay, so you should be able to understand why the answer comes out the way it does in every step. Only then you will be able to understand the material and even master it. Okay, this is extremely important. You don't learn this kind of subject just by watching the lectures. You have to put in the work to solve the problems yourselves, and once you do that, you find that it's quite easy to solve any other kind of circuits that you may see. Okay, and here are some resources. There are a number of reference books. Hayton Kemmerly is a very popular book. It has a large number of problems that you can try and solve, and Smurti and Kamath also has a very large number of problems, and it has particularly challenging problems as well, so it's a good book to follow. And also there is a book by DiCarlo and Lin about linear circuit analysis. This again has a number of problems, but besides that, certain aspects of linear circuits are explained very well in this book. Now there are also a number of resources on the internet. Our recorded lectures are at the first URL given here. This is basically a course that's a more advanced version of this course, and it also covers a little more ground, but there are lectures that are relevant to what is being covered in this course. You can refer to them if you want to. And you also have an NPTEL course by Professor S.C. Datta Roy on circuit theory, which also you can refer to. Okay, so these are all meant to supplement what is being taught in this course. Of course, the lectures of this course will be available to you, which you can watch, and the advantage of a MOOC is that you can watch it anytime, and you can pause, fast forward, repeat the sections that are difficult, and so on. So please make use of all these facilities and understand the material really well. In addition to those things, there are some course specific resources, which will be the online forum, as well as hangouts, which will be once every few weeks for discussions either with the teaching assistant or with myself. Please use all of these things again to get all of your doubts cleared, get all of your concepts cleared, and so that finally you should be able to learn how to solve problems. Okay, so enjoy the course. Thank you.